Starting this ball game, Fonacier will be on the bench. Yung mag-uumpisa rito, Jason Castro, Ranidel De Ocampo. Tapos may Raba Aluseinica in the middle. Tony Mitchell, yung kanilang high scoring guard. And Ryan Reyes. And agad naman, pagpasok pa lang, nakascore na agad ang Tropang Texas to make it 2-0. Tapos starting para naman sa Meralco Balls Doms, Chris Timberlake at the point. Tapos Mario West, Cliff Hodge, Reynolds natin, the guy we're talking about. Pati na rin itong bagong dating na si John Wilson, who was playing very well para sa Meralco Balls.
Well, it looks like Coach Ryan Gregorio is changing it a little bit dun sa kanyang point guard position. Chris Ross not really able to play so well in the first few games, averaging 4 turnovers a ball game. So, iniiba ni Coach Ryan Gregorio yung kanyang point guard spot. Pagdating naman dito sa Talking Text, right away starting Jason Castro and Ranidel De Ocampo.
Mario West kicks it out to John Wilson. Doesn't hesitate on that outside shot. Wide left ang tira na yun. Masyadong malakas. Here's Tony Mitchell. Ano naman natin si Tony Mitchell. Yan, ang sasabihin ko sana. When he's got the ball, he's always a threat from anywhere on the floor, Dogs.
Well, he was brought in to shoot. And that's what he's doing para dito sa Talking Text. They're 1-on-1. But they're gonna need him also to settle down once the other guys come in. Tatlo na nga yung bumalik para dito sa Talking Text. Wala pa itong si Jimmy Alapag. But once he comes back as well, it's gonna be a different rotation na ipapakita ni Coach Norman Black.
Napakaraming weapons ng Tropang Texters para naman sa Meralco. Mario West on the drive in the paint. Nakakuha naman ang foul pupunta sa linya para sa dalawang free throws. We have to talk about Mario West. We talked about Tony Mitchell, a scorer, 40 plus a game. Nakita naman natin, last conference pa yan si Tony Mitchell, undersized, but he was outscoring yung mga mas malalaking import matchups niya. Si Mario West, balik PBA yan, Doms. He was here last year, played fairly the high scorer that Tony Mitchell is. Ngunit, kinuha pa rin ng Meralco for the second time.
Well, not as flashy as a Tony Mitchell, but he is effective. You know, I was talking about Meralco being able to be 2-1. Yung game against Meralco, they only lost by 1 point. They could have won that game. Itong si Mario West could have ended that game with those 2 drives coming from the same spot, but nagmintis lang siya.
Tama yun, hard luck dun sa dalawang tira na yun off the glass. And well, ito si John Wilson not hesitating. Pangatlong hagis na niya mula dyan sa 3-point area. Still not converting. Wala pang score ng Meralco, pero 2 lang ang score ng Talking Text with 2 minutes gone by. Dito sa ating first quarter, Jason Castro on the drive. And he misses once again. So baka may konting ano pa yan, kalawang dahil pahinga na ilang araw after the FIBA Asian Championship. Ranidel missed earlier as well. Offensive rebound, Cliff Hodge. Mario West sees an opening, goes all the way in for the first 2 points.
Well, not good defense that time by Talking Text, leaving Mario West wide open for that layup. Pero interesting itong bench ng Talking Text. Kita mo, 5 nakaupo sa sahig.
Oo nga, 5 rin ang coach kasi na nakaupo sa mga upuan. Naka-blue t-shirt. So 5 sila dyan. Yung kanya-kanyang pwesto. Ito si Ryan Reyes. Steps back. Di pumasok, but Raba Aluseni for the follow-up on that shot. So Raba gets 2. Ito si Ryan Reyes, napansin natin na one of several players doon sa komperensyang ito na iba ng hairstyle. Diba? Marami sila eh.
Parang hirap masanay doon sa buhok ni Ryan Reyes eh. Actually na may buhok.
Oo nga, na medyo
may kahabaan.
Oo, tapos parang may hati pa na pakanan na ngayon yung stroke niya. As we see Mario West outside shot, hits the 3 and gives his team the lead 5-4.
It's going to be interesting what kind of pace Talking Text and Meralco will play in today's ball game. Sino bang masusunod? You know, we talked about Talking Text there, the #1 scoring team dito sa ating conferential with their 2 games. They've really been averaging 108.5 points a ball game. So you know that they're potent. Tapos bumalik pa nga yung tatlo nilang player. You expect them to try to shoot the lights out. But for Meralco, you know that Cardona is injured, so there's a little bit of a lack in terms of offense.
Hindi lang si Cardona, partner, nakakalimutan natin, nalipat na si Dillinger dyan sa kupunan ng Meralco, and he's also injured, so he's not here to play para sa kanila. Can you imagine how much more potent they could be? Dyan si Cardona, pati na rin si Dillinger. Of course, Dillinger coming over from this very team na kalaban ng Tropang Texters ng Tropang Text. Reynolds natin ang mawagan ng foul, so free throws para kay Raba Aluseni out on your screens. That's the guy we're talking about, Mark Cardona, who has a calf injury, and he sustained that prior to the start of the Governor's Cup. Kaya hindi pa siya nakakaroon sa kahit anong laro nitong Meralco Balls. Here's a Photon strong drive from Mario West. That's brought to you by Photon. Empower your business.
Oh, just a little bit of a story on Mac Cardona. Alam mo, yung injury na yun nangyari nung last practice game daw nila in the fourth quarter, last 4 minutes of that practice game when he ended up pulling his calf muscle.
At alam mo, makwento ko lang, Dom, dadagdagan ko yan. Nangyari yun. The FIBA Asia Championship were ongoing. Kasama rin tayo sa coverage na yun. At partner ko nung araw na yun para sa isang game was assistant coach ng Meralco, si Ronnie Magsama. And he received the text that the injury happened. And I remember yung concern talaga ni Ron
because he is your number 1 scorer.
Nag-extend na nga yung kanyang stint sa injured list. Even if he's suited up, he's got his high tops on him. Naka-uniforme siya, full uniform. We have a report that he's not going to be used. So, kanyang mga kakampi, trying to help them.
Hindi nga nakasuot yung sapatos eh.
Nakatanggal na ba? Oo nga, no? Nakatanggal na nga. You're right.
No, but it's different for a player also. Once you're coming back from an injury, kahit di ka pa pwede maglaro, you're not yet 100%. It's good to be able to warm up with the team or really get into the groove of things.
Pagbulit, gusto sana po chances natin sa post. Hindi makapunta ron. John Wilson once again. For his 5th attempt in this ballgame, he still misses. Ito si Ryan Reyes with a rebound to Castro. We're still waiting to see some of that lightning that Castro was able to show to the entire Asian community, basketball community ng FIBA Asia Championship. Running outside, no go. Mitchell's attempt at a slam dunk goes awry at merong tawag in the backcourt. It's a foul on Tony Mitchell. Tinawag na ating referee na si Noy Guevara. He's working this game together with Ray Yante and Sherwin Pineda.
Charlie, pag-usapan natin yung sakripisyo na binibigay nitong si Ranidel de Ocampo and guys that played for the Gilas Pilipinas team. You understand that, yun nga, kakatapos lang nung Gilas, biglang start na agad ng PBA, so hindi sila nag-ensayo with their mother teams. Tapos buong time na yun, nung nagbabakasyon yung mga teammates nila, they were practicing hard, fighting for country. And then now, cut short yung kanilang bakasyon, the vacation that they well-deserved, of course, guys like Jason Castro. But they were called upon again by their mother team because napaka-ikli itong konferensya natin. Only 9 games after the elimination, so very important that your lineup is complete.
Mula sa Smart Araneta Coliseum, nagbabalik po ang inyong PBA. Bitin na bitin. Ganyan nilarawan nila Larry Panasher, Jason Castro at Ranidel de Ocampo ang kanilang napakaiksing bakasyon. Ang sabi nga nila, gusto man nilang mag-extend, they fully understand they can't because of the responsibility and commitment na daw nila dito sa Tropang Texters. With all due respect to Coach Norman Black na sana ay bibigyan niya sila ng isang buwang pahinga. Ang sabi nila, we saw how our team lost against the San Miguel Coffee Mixers last game, and seeing that, alam nilang hindi na nila ma-afford na mawala pa kahit isa pang laro. Charlie and Dom?
Thanks a lot, Risa. Well, nakat short nga yung kanilang bakasyon, and I'm sure they're still feeling the aches and pains, that long training that they had, traveling abroad to New Zealand, to Russia. They were able to play almost a game every day for almost 10 days straight. Tapos yung mga games hindi madali, daming bakbakan doon sa mga laban na yun, and I'm sure they really spent. As we see Mario West complete that, the nice feed mula kay Timberlake. Pero yun na nga, nandito sila ngayon dahil the task at hand is the Governor's Cup. They have to try to get some victories here. Swerte nga sila doon na yung isang laro nila was cancelled during the height of the floods last week, 2 weeks ago rather. So or else they would have been 3 games in already. Who knows what would have happened? Maybe they would have been 1-1 and 2.
So you never really know. Depende dun sa, yun nga, kung nakalaro ba sila o hindi. But, aside from what you mentioned, yung sakripisyo nila na yung katawan, yung pagod. But you also have to understand, for the time na nandito yung FIBA Asia, they were away from their families for a good 10-11 days.
Hanap-hanap naka-quarantine sila noong mga panahon na yun, no? Walang gamit-gamit ng cellphone halos. At yung blackout nga sila sa mga social media sites. Sabi ni Coach Chuck, wala mo ng Twitter, wala mo ng Facebook. At yun na nga, and well, it's gonna be...
Ang ganda naman ng bunga.
Oh, syempre. Napakaganda. Napakaganda talaga. Quiet pa sa larong ito si Tony Mitchell. Early on, you think he wants to get quick points, but he's trying to spread the ball around para naman makakontribute yung mga bagong dating na ng mga kakampi niya. Ray Guevara. Nice steal mula kay Mitchell. Basang-basa niya yung pasa ni Ray Guevara. What's Mitchell gonna do against Cliff Hodge? good resistance mula kay Cliff Hodge to prevent an easy basket mula kay Tony Mitchell. At nagreklamo si Mitchell. Sabi niya may foul daw. Sabi niya may good defense.
Visibly frustrated itong si Mitchell because great defense ang pinakita itong si... So difficult for Mitchell. Great defense.
Oh, definitely no foul on that play. Kapagpas pa nga ito si Cliff Hodge at yung angulo nito si Tony Mitchell on that play. Well, let's talk about a guy like Cliff Hodge, Doms, starting out really strong dito sa ating 38th season. Was putting up double-double, scoring in the 20s early on sa kanyang konferensya ng sa Philippines. But his play has changed very much mula sa panahon na yun.
Well, he's definitely changed. Yung magandang una niya pero was in the All-Filipino Conference. Walang mga import. But now that there's imports, ang nangyayari sa kanya, he has to go down a spot or he'll have to defend the import. And that's why yung mga minuto din niya nababawasan because kailangan hanapin ng coach kung sino bang bibigyan ng mas madaming minuto.
At ito, natawagan ng double dribble. Ito si Tony Mitchell. Bawal yun.
Kailangan tuloy-tuloy yung dribble.
Here's the big man, the man mountain, Ali Peak, pumasok na sa ating laro. Pahinga muna si Rabah Al-Husseini. Hit a couple of baskets earlier. Bantay rito kay Mario West, Sean Anthony, the guy we were talking about the start of the coverage, at nagkaroon pinakikita para sa kanyang bagong koponan. Timberlake, bakit mula sa kanan, and Timberlake, good showing so far in the first 6-7 minutes of this game.
Oh, very good showing, especially he did not hesitate with that shot. He was wide open, he got the pass and took it and made it.
Also handed out a good pass earlier on the fast break kay Mario West. Ali Peak, right at the post, a rare miss para sa kanya mula sa pwesto na yan. Here's Timberlake looking to go high to Mario West. This time that jump. At ito, bakbakan Mitchell, Mario West, agawan ng bola. Jump ball.
A little bit too high yung pasa ni Timberlake.
Pero ano, alam mo, we expect spectacular things from these two players. If you look at the credentials, Doms, alam mo ba itong dalawang imports na ito, Mitchell at Mario West, at one point in time, were slam dunk champions. Ito si Mario West, nag-slam dunk champion yan sa D-League. Rather no, Tony Mitchell, D-League slam dunk champ. Yung nag-Rookie of the Year din sa last season. Ito naman si Mario West, nag-slam dunk champion yan sa college noong 2007. Naglalaro pa siya sa Georgia Tech. So these are two guys, and actually, if you look at Mario West, the way he plays, you won't expect him to be a high-flying type of guy. But he actually won a slam dunk contest once in his life. Let's turn it over to Risa Diaz.
Charlie, para daw mas maintindihan ng Bolts ang kailangan nilang gawin, ang sabi ni Coach Ryan Gregorio, he has to put emphasis on kung nasan sila position-wise sa team standings, which is at the bottom. Pangalawa, where they want to go, dun nga sa taas, top 4, yan ang gusto niya makuha. So with that being put on perspective, dapat alam daw ng Bolts kung gaano kalaking effort ang kailangan nilang ilabas. Charlie and Dom?
I like what Coach Ryan Gregorio is doing there. Kung sa sinabi ni Risa, visual. Pinapagawa niya sa mga players visually where they want to go, kung nasan sila ngayon, kung saan ba pupunta. Then that will transform into them realizing what kind of effort this team needs to be able to get there.
Well, so far doing okay dito sa ating first quarter to Meralco Bolts. Technical free throw pinasok ni Reyna Lugnatan. Technical was called on team manager Aboy Castro ng Tropang Texter. Here's Timberlake. Tagal pa. Shot clock, 10 seconds to go. And a technical as well called. Who's it gonna be? Head coach Norman Black naman na natawagan ng technical foul. So that's 2 technical fouls seconds apart para sa Tropang Texas and Hugnatan. Now the designated technical free throw shooter para sa Meralco Bolts.
Well, he's definitely improved his free throw shooting.
Palobong tira no? Ito si Reyna Lugnatan, nothing but net.
Usually naman yung nag-take ng free throw is the best free throw shooter on the floor at that time na tinawagan ng technical foul.
On the move, Ray Guevara all the way to the basket para sa layup. Pagkanda naman ng beat ni Papa Ray.
Good curl. Good reading of the defense para dito kay Ray Guevara, getting the 2 points, extending the lead now to 8.
15-7 ang ating score. Harvey Carey, the newlywed, in the ball game, kicks it out to Sean Anthony from 3. Ayan, what a good start offensively for the league leader in scoring average so far after 2 games.
Who would have thought that Sean Anthony would be the league leader in scoring? But he just works so hard. Yung mga puntos niya, he'll have those 3-point shots every so often. Pero madami sa kanya mga puntos, offensive rebounds or cuts, just finding himself open.
Garbage points. Larry Fonacier gets a basket on the run. And we've become familiar with shots like that mula kay Larry Fonacier. Not content anymore with just standing out by the 3-point line waiting for kickouts. This guy can drive it in already, has an array of moves. Has improved very, very much mula nung nag-umpisa siya rito. Sumagot mula sa 3-point country.
Charlie, talking about 3-point shooting, itong Talking Text is the #1 in the league in terms of percentage sa 3-point area, 36%. At hindi pa naglalaro ron, itong si Larry Fonacier and Jimmy Alapag.
Jason Castro mula sa 3-point land. 2 minutes and 36 seconds na titira dito sa ating first quarter. This is PBA Friday. Bugnakan. Gets it out to Mario. Tried to cross it over. Tumama sa pa. And the play continues. Cliff Hodge, pinigil na lang ang possible fast break play. Humihingi sila ng advantage foul. Dale, sabi ng ating referee. Not the Bulls call a timeout lang sila ng 8. R918 Sports Radio. O isa, tino mo dalawa na Reyes kaya meron ng initial nung unang pangalan. Jai Reyes joining the lineup. Itong tropang texters, he said the ball game has played well in the past 2 ball games actually para dito.
You know, the beauty of pinahiram nga yung mga players ng Talking Text dun sa Gilas Pilipinas. But that also opens up an opportunity for guys like Jai Reyes. You know, guys who did not make the lineup previously, but nung nawala, syempre kailangan i-fill yung void na yun. So Jai has filled in the void for Jimmy Alapag.
Si Larry Fonacier, ang ganda na pinakikita, nakadalawang jumper na siya dito sa ating first quarter of that bench. Down to 6. Meralco, a minute and 47 na titira sa first quarter. Chris Ross is in the game. Kapitan ng Meralco Bulls. Naka. 3 seconds on that shot clock. Got to make his move. The lefty hook. Bitin yun. Rebound by Carey. Here's Jai Reyes pushing it up. Larry Fonacier. Jai Reyes takes a 3. Masyado malakas yan. Ali Pig trying to keep it alive. Pero yung orange shirts prevail. Tatlo yung kalaban kasi ni Ali Pig. Mario West absorbing the contact. Lays it right in. Chance for a 3-point play from Super Mario.
And Mario West really has a heavy load on his shoulders. He needs to be able to lead the team in scoring. And dun sa leadership din, kasi hinahanapan siya eh. Meralco still trying to figure out who will take them to the promised land. Kung tinignan mo yung history nitong Meralco, they've only made the semifinals once so far. Their entire stint dito sa PBA.
Pasok ang free throw ni Mario West. His first make out of 4 attempts mula dyan sa 4.5-meter line. Lead is 9. Malayo sa comfort zone. Naghahanap ng kakampi. Anthony comes out to get it. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Under a minute remaining sa ating first quarter. Sean Anthony out to Fonacier. Drives it in once again. The high looper. Bounces right in. Ito na. Naipasok nito si Larry Fonacier.
6 points now for Larry Fonacier. And it's nice to see Larry na kahit na galing sa bakasyonan, malamang ilan isayo pa lang yan, but still in good shape, and that confidence coming from the Gilas Pilipinas stint will definitely have Talking Text reap those benefits.
And dumayb sa sahig ito si J.R. Reyes protecting that ball. 30 seconds a 30-second timeout while lying on his back. So he saved that possession para sa Meralco Bulls. And yung J.R. Reyes not getting too much playing time so far sa kanilang unang mga laro. So this big man, something, getting a chance to do something here.
You know, one thing about J.R. Reyes, once he starts playing, when nakausap ko si Coach Ronnie Magsanong siya, ang nangyayari kasi kay J.R., pag gumaganda na yung laro niya, nai-injure siya unfortunately, he gets hurt, hindi nagiging tuloy-tuloy. So habang lumalakas na siya, biglang may mangyayari, and then he's back to square one.
Nadi-derail.
Nadi-derail.
Who's in the house? It's the big man.
Paula Adiogan.
Paula Adiogan, the big man of San Beda. They're going up against the Lyceum Pirates at 6 p.m. Bago niyan, itong Mapua, kalaban ng Letran naman. That's August 31 at the San Juan Arena. Mapua struggling so far under the fortune cookie, si Atoy. 18 seconds to go, 4-second differential, game clock and shot clock, about 3.5 actually. Mario West, sinahawakan lang ang bola, ngayon mag-discard na. 8 seconds to go. Pass it over to Ross, swings it over to Hart, naka-isang tres na yan kanina, why not make it
8 points down for Cliff Hodge. We would have expected him to make 2 out of 2 from the 3-point area.
Second to go, Reyes went up strong, natapikan ng bola, he was looking for a foul, only 4/10 of a second remaining. Time for a catch and shoot. Tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari. Jai to Fonacier, the quick lob. Mintis ang tira ni Fonacier at the end of 12 minutes of the action. Now, of course, Barangay Ginebra getting ready. Magbabakbakan sila ng Barako mamaya pagkatapos itong laro na to. Billy Mamaril, Chris Ellis, and of course, Mike Singletary, ang import ng Barako. Nandiyan na rin, ready na, naka-uniforme na. At sila naman ang magbabakbakan mamaya. Barako and Barangay Ginebra. Dior Lowhorn as well, ang import ng Barangay. Nandiyan na rin. Of course, Asi Taulava, coming off an MVP stint sa ASEAN Basketball League.
Could we be seeing him again in the PBA? That's the question.
Yan ang tanong. Kasi yung may rights sa kanya, naglalaro ngayon, may balls, yung kung saan niya gusto mapunta yung rights niya, maglalaro mamaya yung Barangay Ginebra. Dineclare na niya. It's the team he wants to play for. But hasn't happened yet. And a no-look pass mula kay J.R. Reyes. Dapat papunta kay Chris Roth, bounces out, and the shot clock expires to start this second quarter. 11.5 remaining in the first half.
In that first quarter, we talked about Meralco being able to play defense. In that first quarter, they did. Dalawang steal para din sa Meralco Bolts. And only 4 turnovers for Meralco. So that means they were pretty much maximizing their opportunities.
Okay, well, isa pang magandang nagawa ng Meralco si Tony Mitchell, not getting too many looks at the basket, giving him a hard time. Hindi pa pumuputok. Mario West, on the other hand, naka 12 points agad yan. Great tap mula kay Cliff Hodge to keep that possession alive for the Orange Men. Ika nga rito nalyado. Calls them the Orange Men.
It's all about being able to play both ends of the court. And yun ang nagawa ng Meralco. They were able to play good defense on Talking Text, forcing them only to 26% from the field and 1 out of 6 from the 3-point area. Pagdating naman dito sa Meralco, they shot 48% from the field, 3 out of 8 from the 3-point area.
Tony Mitchell absorbing the contact on the way to the basket. At pupunta siya sa linya ngayon at may chance siya makuha yung first 2 points sa partner. Imagine, first quarter, hindi nakapapasok na kahit anong field goal or free throw itong si Tony Mitchell. Let's turn it over once again to Risa Diaz. Risa, ng kwento.
Charlie, super win-win situation daw yung pagbabalik ng players mula sa Gilas dito nga sa lineup ng Talk and Text para kay Tony Mitchell. Ang sabi niya, the more help I get, the better. And on defense, mas luluwag nga daw yun dahil hindi na lang siya ang makikita lagi ng kalaban. They have more guys to worry about. Charlie and Dom?
That's very true. If there's a team that has so many weapons, I would think Talk and Text is right up there on the list. Ang dami nga. Nung wala yung tatlo, yung apat, isama mo na si Jimmy Alapan, ang dami pa rin weapons di ba? Tapos ngayon na nandyan na nga yung tatlo. Nagdaga mo pa.
Well, the good thing about Talk and Text is they really play as a team. There's always a collective effort. Plus, it's a team with 6 titles here in the PBA. So, hindi okay sa kanila yung okay na.
Recent titles, just to emphasize on that, the recent success of the Tropang Texas in the past 3 or 4 PBA seasons, medyo matindi. Ang ganda na pinakikita na, they're always in the thick of things, in the semis, in the finals, winning the championship, with a pretty much good core of players that have been there for some time.
Well, I really like yung level of intensity nila and yung pride. Mediocre is not good enough.
On that play, naipit ito si Jai Reyes against a big guy, shuffled his feet, traveling violation, turnover with 10:01 remaining in the first half. Ball goes back to Meralco, enjoying a 9-point lead. The lob to Mario!
Meron yung sinusubukan kanina ni Chris Timberlake, masyadong mataas lang. But a well-run play by the Meralco Bolts, being able to elude that zone defense of Talk and Text.
Atakman si Mario from the left. Doon na. Naspatan na ito si Chris Ross. The passer that he is. Sean Anthony to the basket. Absorbing the contact mula kay J.R. Reyes. Chance for the three-point play. And this is another guy, alam na alam ni Sean Anthony. Ang ganda, spectacular play. Momentum clearly with the balls. But he takes it right into the defense trying to get a pass.
Well, that's how you want to be. If you look at yung mga Coach Yang Yao teams and yung Barangay Ginebra, how they do it is, kung makashoot yung kalaban, wala na, tapos na yun. You try to get it back right away.
At agad tinaupo ito si J.R. Reyes after committing that foul. Raylan Hugnatan back in the ball game. Kompleto, three-point play ni Sean Anthony. He's got 6 points in this game. A three-pointer and a three-point play. Ross, punta kay Hodge. Swing it over to Ray Guevara to Hugnatan. Ball movement para sa Meralco, trying to find the open man. 4 seconds to go on that shot clock. Kailangan magmadali na. Mario West. At natapik nito si Reynel Hugnatan into the basket. No count sapagkat hindi tumama yung unang itcha nitong si Mario West.
Another turnover now for Meralco. That's the third turnover of Meralco dito sa second quarter. So that's a turnover every minute because there's still 9 minutes left in the second quarter.
Pagkakataon nga na mag-capitalize itong tropang Texters dahil nga pabalik-balik sa kanilang bola. They're down by 8 with 9:03 remaining. Pupuna si Larry Fonacier. Ryan Reyes is back in the ball game. They kick it over to Mitchell. Swings it over to Ryan Reyes. Open just inside the 3-point line. Bounces out. Mario West showing some ball handling skills. Sunday Salvacion. Gunner yan para sa Meralco. Once again, keeping the shot clock. 7 seconds to go. Timberlake on that turn. There's a foul. It's going to be called on Sean Anthony.
Well, not a good foul by Sean Anthony, and he understands that. He knows it. Tsaka malayo eh. Malayo. So that just gives an opportunity for Meralco to reset their shot clock.
Tira ni Cliff Hodge doesn't go. Eto na tropang Texas, humahabol. Castro on the way up, natamaan. He'll go to the line para sa dalawa. And of course, Jason Castro, who was known for 11 days, Doms, as Jason Williams. Diba? Tinatanong ng mga tao ng mga unang laro ng Gilas, sino yung Jason Williams? Import nakalagay sa... Diba? Eh, larong import naman kasi pinakita niya, no? Napakaganda. Of course, a member of the All-Star.
Diba?
Tawag nila, All-Star 5 ng FIBA Asia Championship. Our
Sinuot niya kaya yung relos?
Tinatago raw niya muna eh. May kwento yata tukol kay Jason ito si Risa Diaz.
Charlie, yun nga, nabitin nga daw si Jason Castro or Jason Williams sa kanyang maiksing bakasyon. Pero doon sa maiksing panahon na yun, nakabisita daw siya sa Pampanga where he received so much love. And for the longest time, hinahanap siya ulit ng authentic Pampanga kare-kare na talagang paborito naman niya. Charlie?
I'm sure good rest para sa kanya. We'll take a rest as well if the time out. Yan ang PBA sa Action TV International sa Middle East via Orbit Showtime Network, sa Europe via OSN TV tomorrow at sa Guam via MCV Broadband. Sabihan nyo inyong mga kamag-anak, babangan ang maaksyon na labanan ng PBA at UFL sa Action TV International. Ball is with Meralco. 8 minutes, 11 seconds. Natitira dito sa ating first half. 4 na lang ang lamang ng Meralco after being up by as much as 11 earlier in the ball game.
Changing up the lineup, Coach Norman Black now puts in Ranidel De Ocampo and Raba Al-Husseini together, and then Jindit Mitchell. So they're going a lot bigger, but the quickness is still there as long as you have Jason Castro.
Oo eh, wala nang mas bibilis dyan. They go to Ranidel on the post. Cliff Hodge nakabantay. Ranidel looks like he really wants this basket. It's short. Raba with the putback, pero nanulak daw siya, kaya siya nakuha yung posisyon.
First one that time, pushing off, and he knows it. Kaya hindi naman siya nagreklamo.
The shooting percentage is a bit lower dito sa ating first 4.5 minutes ng second quarter. At least para dito sa Meralco. Timberlake goes over to Sunday. 0 for 2 from 3-point land para kay Sunday Salvacion so far. The lob.
Kung kala mo highlight na kanina yung kay Mario West, dinaig ni Tony Mitchell tsaka ni Jason Castro yung play na yun.
Layo kanina. Doon ako sa Back to the basket. Alley-oop, slam dunk na nangyari doon. And of course,
Tsaka mas mahirap yun, Charlie, dahil galing sa fast break eh. Iba yung galing ka sa half court, mas madali makuha yung timing.
mataas to angat. Tinan mo naman gano'ng mataas yung lob. And here he goes. Slamming it through. Taking it home. Tony Mitchell. 1-all na sa alley-oop. Yung dalawang imports. Pero back dunk yung kanya, no? Pogi. Tony Mitchell heating up. Kicks it out to Castro. Castro's jumper no go. Cliff Hodge snares that rebound. Just a 2-point lead para sa Meralco. Losing a bit of steam inside to Cliff Hodge. Nice basket mula kay Cliff Hodge.
Well, that was good defense by Talking Tex, but a tough shot by Cliff Hodge for his 10th point.
Scoring, you know, nag-score na ulit. Ito si Cliff Hodge. We were just saying earlier that medyo nag-ibang laro niya. He was scoring high in his first conference. Tapos bumaba yung kanyang average. Tony Mitchell, sabi ko nga medyo gumagana na. Ito si Tony Mitchell, 8 points na partner after not scoring in the first quarter. Halfway through the second pa lang, nakawalo na.
If you look at Tony Mitchell, his points are there, but yung mga fouls din. So once Meralco takes advantage that Tony Mitchell has 2 fouls, it's going to be a lot easier for them.
Inside to Raba. Kicks it over to Ranidel on the right. Pasok yan para kay Ranidel. That's his first basket. Si Fonacier naka-tatlo kanina.
Notice, Charlie, dito sa second quarter, yung ikot ng bola ng Talking Tex, mas mabibilis na yung mga pasa.
Nabura na yung 10-point lead ng Meralco at the start of this quarter. Timberlake. Masyado malakas sa kanyang tira. Ngayon may oportunidad na lumamang itong throwback Texters. The pass goes to Castro. Ranidel back to him. They've been working together well. And Meralco gives up the lead to Talking Tex. 5:23 remaining here in the second quarter. 30-second timeout on the floor. Kailangan mag-regroup itong mga Bolts.
Talking Tex shifting gears here in the second quarter, speeding things up. The basketball has been moving a lot better, a lot quicker para sa Talking Tex. Ganun-ganun lang, lamang na itong Talking Tex.
Tingnan natin yung ating team standings, Doms. Medyo nasa lower half itong dalawang kopono na to. But, you know, there's two ways of looking at it. You can say, maaga pa naman, di ba? Pero pwede mo rin sabihin, maikli yung conference eh. So, walang maaga-maaga, di ba?
Just look at Petron Blaze. They have 4 games already. And you look at the Rain or Shine, 4 games na yan. That's pretty much half of the elimination round.
Oo.
So, ano na, masasabi mong palapit na tayo sa kalahati ng elimination round. So, you gotta win, you gotta compete every single game. Hindi ka pwede magkaroon ng isang laro na you come out flat. And if you do, you have to be able to recover right away.
And that could make the difference. That one flat game that you have, Doms could make it or break it. You know, it could be the difference between 7th spot and 9th spot, perhaps. And if you're in the 9th spot, you're out. Immediately out the first game. Warning ng Meralco Bolts for delaying the ball game coming out of that timeout.
Talking Tex on a 15-2 run here in the second quarter.
Van Landingham. Ito na rin para kay Coach Ryan Gregorio.
Well, they need the outside shooting because nahihirapan sila sa zone defense ng Talking Tex.
Pumama sa pa ni Mario Weft ang bola. That's a turnover coming off of a timeout.
Still having a hard time dun sa pinapakitang depensa ng Talking Tex. Hindi pa sila nakakahanap ng solusyon. You know, they've been trying to go inside but they haven't been able to score. Yung huling puntos nila, yung mahirap at pilipit na tira pa itong si Cliff Hodge.
Tony Mitchell's 3. Masyado malakas yan. Rebound. Who's gonna get it? Chris Ross na pumulot. Ross wants to go all the way to the basket. He slips and falls. Throws it away. Ryan Reyes behind his back. Loses it at the half-court line.
Ryan Reyes complaining na hawakan niya yung shorts niya. At kapag tinignan mo yung buhok ni Ryan Reyes, may angulo pa eh.
Oo. Hindi mo nga sa'yo, may mga change look yung mga players natin eh. Ilang months kasi, mga 3 or 4 months yun na medyo nabakante sila sa basketball. Change hairstyle na lang sila.
Ayaw magpagupit.
Ayaw magpagupit. Yung iba naman, nagpagupit ng todo.
Well, just to change things up and hopefully that will work for them.
Si Chris Ross nga, mag-iimbag ngayon ng bola. Iba na hairstyle. Si Chris Ross, medyo mas may fro siya dati. Nawala na rin yun. Medyo closely cropped na ngayon yung kanyang buhok. Mario West. Over to Van Landingham. Missed earlier from there, but this time he gets it.
Well, that's what he was brought in to the Meralco Balls team for, to knock down those outside shots. If he can knock them down, he will get more playing time.
He's another one of those guys yung malamig pinisi, yung mga Sandy Salvador. Most of the shots really come from out there, beyond the arc. The drop to Castro. Castro tries to go off the glass and gets it.
Well, if you look at the career of Josh Van Landingham, pag ina-analyze mo kung gaano kadaming tinira niya sa labas at yung sinaksak niya, maybe 80% from the outside.
Tama yun. Nice bounce pass. Hugnatan to Mario West. Good teamwork from the two bolts.
And that's how to break that zone defense of Talking Tex. You try to move that basketball, make the defense commit one way, and then make the extra pass for the shot.
Ito si Mitchell. Pasa sa loob. No one anywhere near Rafa Luceni. It's going to be the easiest basket he can get.
Meralco getting a little bit frustrated with how they're playing defense because Talking Tex is just scoring at will here in the second quarter.
Seesaw ball game tayo these past few plays. Palitan na ng basket ng dalawang komponan. Pandating ang gustong ibahin yan. Tres naman ang gusto ipasok. Wala. He gets it back. Goes in. The layup. Wala yan. Off balance. And he hits the deck. And you were saying nga, di ba? Parang masanay talaga tumira mula sa labas. The drive a bit awkward and off balance. Ryan Reyes missing from three, but they get it back. Mitchell takes his turn and makes it from Rainbow Country.
He's been taking those outside shots, those three-point shots from maybe 2 feet away from the line because he knows that he's got that range. Kanina, pumasa siya dito kay Ryan Reyes, hindi na shoot. Nung binigyan siya ng opportunity, sige, ikaw naman tumira, knocked it down.
The lead is 4 para sa tropang Texas. Biggest of the ball game. They were trailing by 10 earlier. Wilson on the drive. Agaw ni Tony Mitchell. Here they go. Gives it over to the wrong guy. Chris Ross getting in the passing lane. Hugnatan in the shaded area. Side step. Loses the ball. It's saved. Here the white shirts. Patungo naman sa kabila. The spin move. Tony Mitchell gets the lane with the offhand. At hinawakan ni Van Landingham. What was that? Wilson. Wilson na. Natawagan ng foul on that play. See the way he eluded the defense. At yung hinawakan na. Na-shoot pa rin. 2:09 remaining in the first half. Trailing by 6. Talking Tex nagising dito sa quarter number 2 especially.
Tony Mitchell, 13 points in the second quarter. And the good thing about his points, hindi pilit. He got that alley-oop slam. He got that 3-point shot. And usually, kapag pumapasok, sasabihin mo, hindi pilit eh.
Oo, but you can see, kahit yung style na Dov tama ka, hindi yung just jacking it up from everywhere, which he have a tendency to do sometimes. Lalo na pag parang feeling niya yung momentum nasa kanya na tira na ng tira. But now, under control, realizing that maraming ang kakampi na pwedeng kumiscore din.
And he passed up on a couple of shots, diba?
Right. Passing outside to a player in a better position. Another pass up in the sky for Mario West.
That's just frustrating for the defense of Talking Tex because that's the second time that Meralco has ran that same play, same people involved doing the same thing.
Basa lima lamang ng Talking Tex. A minute and 45 remaining sa ating first half. Here's Mitchell. Decides to take another 3. Gets another one.
16 points in 1 quarter for Tony Mitchell.
Kanina yung 12 points sa first quarter si Mario West. Blanco. Diba na blanco ito si Tony Mitchell rather, but now he's answered back in a big way. John Wilson gun shy dahil marami na siyang mintis dito sa ating first half. The bounce inside to Hugnatan. The patient basket, but he overshoots. Ito si Sean Anthony to Jason. Takes it into the paint. Kicks it out. Masyado mataas para kay Sean Anthony. Throws it away. Ball goes to the Orangemen. There you go. Another eye in the sky play. Chris Ross finding Mario West on the weak side for his second alley-oop.
Well, na-screenan itong import ng Talking Tex na si Tony Mitchell. That's why Mario West was wide open for that dunk.
Highlight plays tayo dito sa ating first half on both teams. Reyes swings it over to Sunday. Sunday makes a move into the paint. Kicks it out. Mario West. Siya naman. Hindi discard. Step back. Jumper. Off the glass. Pasok. Pero offensive foul at tinawag dahil may tulak para mag-create ng konting space. 30-second timeout called by the Tropang Texters. 36.5 seconds remaining in the first half. They have a fresh 24 coming out of this timeout. Chance to perhaps largen their lead.
Well, Morocco definitely got outplayed by Talking Tex here in the second quarter. Yung opensa ng Talking Tex led by their import Tony Mitchell, now shooting 61% from the field. Itong Meralco Bulls, baliktad naman para sa, rather, itong Talking Tex baliktad naman para sa Meralco, 26% lang.
A while ago, ito yung takbo going the other way para sa Tropang Texter. That's a Kawasaki rousing fast break brought to us by Rouser 135 by Kawasaki. Ralph the Rider. Tropang Texter, tira natin kung anong diskarte coming out of that timeout. Castro the bounce inside to the man Mountain. Easy two.
Just too easy that time. That pass was right in the gut of the defense ng Meralco to Ali Peak. Nagpahinga rin kanilang import, but yung opensa ng Talking Tex is still humming.
Na second shot time para sa Meralco Bulls. Halos patap na ang game clock at shot clock. Foul given up by the Tropang Texter. Not yet in penalty. At pinasok muna si Aaron Aban for these last 8.4 seconds of the first half. Pahinga muna si Jason Castro. Mario West on the move. Tried to kick it out. Nakuha pa ni Ryan Reyes. Looks up at the clock. Kicks it over to Fonacier. Running three-pointer. Front rims it. Almost gets that basket. And what a turnaround sa first quarter. 10-point lead itong Meralco. Ayun. 10-point lead naman itong Tropang Texters.
Charlie, pinag-usapan natin yung opensa ng Talking Tex in the second quarter. But
sabi nga ni Mario West, came from all angles. Meron siya mga drive to the basket. Nice layups on the fast break. Yung mga ganyan. Tapos may three-pointer siya. Highlight plays to score 12 early points, as you said. Sinusubukan naman ng mga Gilas boys to keep their team in the game. Dahil Fonacier came off the bench to hit 6 points. And that was a score after one.
And because of how they were moving, itong Meralco had 48% from the field, only 26% para dito sa Talking Tex. At itong import, Tony Mitchell, only had, actually, zero. He had one big egg. And the three-point shots for Meralco, they were knocking it down nung sa first quarter. Also, yung depensa na sinasabi natin, meron silang 2 steal in that first quarter and had 1 block also. So, mas magandang dinepensa nila nung first quarter. Pero pagdating naman nung second quarter,
settle down itong Tropang Texters. Nung umpisa, may mga highlights pa itong Meralco. The eye in the sky play para kay Mario West. Ngunit itong Tropang Texters settled down their offense, buckled down on defense, changed the game around a bit. Pinahirapan talagang Meralco Bulls from scoring. In fact, a total of just 11 points para sa Meralco in the entire 12 minutes of that second quarter. And Tropang Texters turned it on the other end. Tony Mitchell scoring heavily. All his points in the first half were scored in that second quarter from all angles.
Oh, the two things that Meralco did in the first quarter, defense and pumutok yung kanilang import, binaliktad naman yun ng Talking Tex. Sagot, parehong-pareho din. Depensa din ang pinakita nila. And their import scored 17 points. They held down Meralco to just 26% from the field. They knocked down their 3-point shots, 3 out of 8. Lahat yan ang galing kay Tony Mitchell. And look at the assists. 8 assists for Talking Tex in that second quarter. And they had only 6 turnovers, forced naman Meralco into 10 overs because of that defense that they showed, yung zona. So ngayon, sa third quarter, tignan natin kung naka-adjust na itong Meralco dun sa zonang depensa na pinapakita ng Talking Tex.
Let's see if they can adjust. And let's hear about what happened at halftime mula kay Riza Diaz.
Charlie, mismo sa sinabi ninyo, sabi ni Coach Ryan Gregorio, they have to do something about that zone defense that punished them in the second quarter. Ang sabi nga niya, we have to find confidence in our shots. Otherwise, they will keep on recognizing na hindi tayo makakashoot at lalo nila tayong pahihirapan. Dagdag pa niya, if you miss that shot, sprint back on defense. That's how you make up for it. Samantala, sa kabilang banda naman for Talking Tex, puro papuri. Si Coach Norman Black, napakaganda daw ng kanilang depensa at napakaganda rin ng ikot ng bola, and that's why they're clicking on offense. Ang gusto lang niya, masustain nila itong energy na to for 2 more quarters. Charlie?
So yun na nga, di ba? They actually turned it on the second quarter. You want them to sustain it for 2 more quarters, especially when you're talking about guys nga yung medyo pagod nga, katulad nila Ronnie Del, nila Jason Castro, how much they can sustain it. Pero alam mo, Doms, itong Meralco Bulls, just unable to adjust in the second half to the defense thrown at them. Pero alam naman natin the gunners of Meralco have to step it up to try to open things up on the inside dahil Sandy Salvacion di pa pumupukol yan. Si John Wilson wala pa rin ginagawa from the 3-point area yan. Although Cliff Hodge has hit 2 3-pointers and Mario West has one of his own, they'll need to try to open things up.
Well, in that first quarter, Mario West really took on the cudgels of scoring. Pero no second quarter, naka 6 points na siya. Pero kulang, walang katulong. Itong si Mario West, he had 6 of the 11 points. Now he's trying to slip out because Meralco really struggling from the outside. Salvacion hasn't knocked down a 3-point shot. Kanina, nung first quarter, Cliff Hodge nakadalawa. But you wouldn't really expect that from him. Hahanapan mo ng 3 points. Sunday, hahanapan mo ng 3 points si Van Landingham.
Nice start to this second half para sa Meralco, cutting the lead down to just 5. The ball will stay with the Tropang Texters. Tony Mitchell starting out the second half together with Castro, Rani Del, Rob Alusanian, Ryan Reyes. Nakadepensa naman na Orange Men, Hugnatan, Wilson, Hodge, Timberlake, who started the ball game at the point guard spot, as well as Mario West. Rabak, 10 seconds to go on that shot clock. Hops into the lane, turns around, hook shot, soft cut.
Reynald Hugnatan made it difficult for Rabah Alusani, but Alusani just so good at posting up. He knows how to use his body, yung quickness din niya. Tapos you mentioned jump hook, napakahirap palpalin nun.
Ito si Mario West, hindi umabot sa ring yung kanyang short hook shot in the lane, but they'll keep the ball dahil tumama sa isang white shirt. Timberlake passes it over to John Wilson. John Wilson to Hodge, to Timberlake. They're passing it around. Hodge to the basket. Hits the deck, no call. Fell hard dito sa kanyang backside. Running the other way, Ryan Reyes all the way to the goal. Gets hit. You go to the line.
Every time there's a miss by Meralco, Tocatex trying to push that basketball, get fast break opportunities. And it's so difficult to stop when you have Jason Castro, Ryan Reyes leading that fast break.
Oo. Lethal yung mga yan in that running in the transition game.
Si Jason Castro napakabilis, he's so shifty. Ito namang si Ryan Reyes, walang kinakatakutan. Kahit poster nasa harapan niya, tuloy pa din.
Alam mo nga dati nung nasa talk and text pa si Jared Dillinger. Pag fast break na tatlo sila, si Dillinger kaya nag-devil yung tawag sa kanya. Kahit sino doon sa tatlo pwede mag-finish. Of course, Dillinger is now on the other side of the fence. Nasa Meralco na siya. Ngunit hindi pa rin siya makakalaro dahil medyo
still nursing his hip injury.
Gumagaling pa nagpapagaling pa. Ryan Reyes missed the technical free throw called on Ryan Gregorio. So both of these coaches have a technical credited against them. Norman Black was called for one earlier. So first half si Ryan naman nakakuha rito sa second half. With that free throw, bumalik sa siyam ang lamang ng Talk and Text, 51-42. 9.5 remaining dito sa ating third quarter. Hugnatan to Timberlake. No hesitation on the 18-footer, but it's too strong. Hugnatan keeps it alive. Wilson steps back for a 3. Hindi pa rin may pasok ni John Wilson ang kanyang outside shot. That's like the fourth attempt from 3-point line. He's missed them all. Mitchell, titira mula sa 3. Pasok yan para sa Tropang Texters.
Tony Mitchell has definitely gotten his groove here in the second quarter and here in the third. 20 points now for Tony Mitchell.
More importantly, a 12-point lead para sa Tropang Texters. Biggest of this ball game. Cliff Hodge, the baseline drive. A Forbes of contact. No call. Tumitingin sa referee, humihingi ng tawag. Castro. Speedy in the lane, throws it up, gets the contact. Bibigyan ng dalawang free throws si Jason Castro William.
And that's why it's so difficult to stop the Jason Castro. He's so quick, he's so shifty, and he can shoot over you. So if you don't have a big guy, or a guy na mala Japet Aguilar na pwedeng supalpalin yung tira niya, or a big guy like Haddadi, napakahirap pigilan eh.
Kahit na yung Haddadi, natirahan din niya eh.
Oo, ilang beses niya natirahan.
Sila sa hakihan yung mga malalaking players ng Iran. He was able to shoot over them against South Korea. You had, yung heartthrob ng si Lee Seung-jun. Meron din drive si Jason Castro.
Better known as
Eric Sandron.
Ayun.
Di ba?
Napakadami nagpa-picture dun.
So, kung yung mga 6'8", 6'9", kaya niya tirahan, 7'2", yung mga ganito lang na 6'4", 6'5", Jason Castro can definitely.
And not just shooting over them, na papalobo lang niya, but he actually absorbs the contact and then is still able to take that shot and make it.
9-second shot clock para sa Meralco Bolts. Chris Roff naghahanap ng papasahan. Mario West goes over to Ray Guevara. Top of the key jumper, rolls out. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell wants to go to the basket. Off balance, off the glass. Wala yan. Tapikan ng bola. Mario West controls. It's 3-on-2 on the fast break. West eludes the defense. Wants to go up strong against Ryan Reyes. Gets the foul. Papa Ray was open on the right side, but West decided to try to do it by himself. Go to the line para sa dalawa.
You just really gotta admire Ryan Reyes. He was right down there, making sure na walang padaling tira yung si Mario West. He'll have to earn it from the line. Ryan Reyes, perfect example of a guy that you like playing for your team because he can heat it up on offense, pero napakagaling rin dumipensa. And he's always giving 100%.
One of the best defensive guards in the league, of course, Ryan Reyes. Been on the all-defensive team a couple of times, but we also know he can score on the other end. So an all-around threat para kay Coach Norman Black. He gets the ball. They post up. Ranidel goes one way, spins the other. Pintis ang kanyang tira. Chris Roff tracks it down. Guevara ahead of the pack. Yun na, nabigay sa kanya. Nice fake. Basket.
Good heads-up play that time by Ray Guevara, making that one little fake first because he knew na pwede siyang abutan ni Mitchell.
Alam mo kung local lang siguro yung humahabol, baka sinabayan pa niya. Pero nakita niya si Tony Mitchell coming at full speed. Better to just let the guy go by. Castro in the lane. Hook shot is short. Rebound taken by Hugnatan. Good boxing out mula sa Meralco Bolts. Trying to come back from 9 points down. 14-second shot clock. Reynel Hugnatan. Only 2 points so far in this game, averaging 15 this conference. Mario West another three-pointer. And that's the way to break the defense. But Castro all the way down. Hindi pa naka-celebrate niya dun sa 3 points at ang Meralco Bolts. Andun na si Jason Castro, layup na sa kabila.
Nauuna na nga, no? That's about getting back on defense. Whenever you play against Castro and Talk and Text, once you make a shot, you gotta sprint down there.
At yun na, humabol, sumubok, mag-chase down ito si Mario West, but the ball had already hit the board on the layup attempt mo, kaya naman automatic pito para sa goaltending yan. Don Aliado, ito yung nahanap mo kanina nung halftime, tinatanong mo ako kung bakit kaya yung kaibigan mo na si Don Aliado hindi pa napapasok. He's there in the game. Looks like he's wearing a orange t-shirt dahil meron sa yung support niya sa mga shoulders. He's posting up. Gigil na gigil. Wants to get his first basket immediately. And he does!
Good start for Don Aliado. You know, ever since Don Aliado came into the league, when he played for Alaska, magandang pinakita niya, he's developed his outside shot. But through the years also, he's putting a lot of mileage on those knees. So medyo bumagal na rin si Aliado, but you know, he's still a potent big man here in the PBA.
So with a good shooting touch, you know, and teams can always use a big guy who can bang and hit it when it's kicked out to him. Parang ganyan. Pero nag-roll out ang kanyang jumper. Don Aliado, akala ko 4 points quickly off the bench. Pero dalawa pa lang. Nakapasok na ng isa a while ago. Jason Castro. To Tony Mitchell. The under-control Tony Mitchell sa larong ito.
I like how he's not forcing it.
And the spin. Going to the baseline. He gets the reverse. Jason Castro being spectacular.
Everybody just on Jason Castro with that shot. Napakahirap nun. Reverse layup by Castro, still knocking it down. Castro with 14.
Pagod-pagod. Walang pagod-pagod dyan sa mga yan. Lali po na siya. Ganda na pinakikita. Ito, sumagot naman si Papa Ray on the other side. A reverse of his own to get the two back.
Pero sarap ng pakiramdam nun, yung kinakailangan ka ng koponan mo. You know, even if, na-cut short yung break mo, pero kinakailangan ka ng koponan mo. These are professional players. They did their duty for the country. Pagdating naman dito sa organisasyon, ganun pa din ang bibigay nila.
Pass was too far ahead para kay Ray Guevara. Mario West throws it away. It'll go back. We'll talk it next after this timeout.
Talking about strong, there's a strong desire dun sa tropang San Antonio Sunday Club sa Lumbayao Street Makati City, parating nanonood ng PBA ang mga yan. They are Gilas fans but bigger PBA fans.
Maraming salamat sa inyong pagpapanood, ang mga miyembro ng San Antonio Sunday Club. Thanks for the support. We hope you're enjoying the action mula sa Big Dome. Governor's Cup action on this PBA Friday. Mitchell brings it in for a basket.
Very calm and controlled yung 22 points itong si Mitchell.
You know, well as Meralco has been playing so far in the past few plays, Doms trailing pa rin by 10. So Talk and Text warding off any comeback attempt mula rito sa Meralco.
Ang ganda nung pinapakitang opensa ng Talk and Text. Palitan sila. Kanina Castro, then Mitchell, then the other locals also taking turns.
The right idea para kay Ray Guevara na hindi nag-settle dun sa outside jumper. Took it into the lane. Ang mga contact nasa linya ngayon ito si Ray Guevara. He's bounced around a couple of times rin dito sa ating liga.
A lot of talent on Ray Guevara. Just needs to find that home, that team na mabibigyan siya ng opportunity to be able to showcase his talent.
It's 2 from the line. Walo na lang laman ng Talk and Text. 4 minutes 21 natitira sa ating third quarter. Tony Mitchell. They go to Jai Reyes, open from 3. Wala yan. Mario West wants to challenge the defense. He's able to route into the lane for the 2. Natamaan pa raw. Chance for a 3-point play. Parang ang dali nun para kay Mario West. It's like the defense of Talk and Text just opened up para sa kanya.
A real good finisher though si Mario West. You look at him, there were 4 guys basically on him but still able to make that basket.
At after a rough start from the line, tatlong mintis ang pag-umpisa niya from the line. He's been hitting the past few free throws given to him. 29 points in the game para kay Mario West. Kung sa average lang sa scoring, malayo si Tony Mitchell kay Mario West. Pero sa larong ito, lamang si Mario West by 8, 29 to 20, by 7 rather, 29 to 22. The drive mula kay Larry Fonasher. Tamaan siya. He'll get 2 free throws. First goes in para kay Larry Fonasher. Witness hard-hitting MMA action PXC 39. Harapin ni Mark Mugen Striegel si The Beast Jang Yon Kim para sa featherweight title. That's on September 14, 8 p.m. Inares Sports Arena in Pasig City. Buy your tickets now. Mapapanood din sa Action TV sa September 15 at 9 p.m. naman yung bakbakan ng PXC 39. Chris Ross. Hugnatan, the bounce to Aliado. Kicks it over to Guevara. Guevara the drive. Hindi ko magat sa fake. Tinira naman niya. Pasok din off the glass para kay Ray Guevara. He's providing some life para sa Meralco dito sa third.
8 points in the third quarter for Ray Guevara.
Ito si Jai Reyes. Breaking into that rotation para kay Coach Norman Black. You know, going ahead of guys like Amboy Raimundo.
Napakaganda ng storya ni Jai Reyes and Eman Monfort. 2 guys who are undersized but just give so much hope to the smaller guards out there wanting to make the PBA.
Ray Guevara once again. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Wanted to pass it back to Ray Nalugnatan. No go. Don Aliaro. Smart move. Stopping a possible fast break mula sa tropang Texters. Tumawag ng timeout si Coach Norman Black with 2 minutes 52 remaining dito sa ating third quarter.
Meralco making some headway dito sa ating third thanks to guys like Ray Guevara and Mario West.
At ito nga, yung a while ago, napigil. Yung drive to the basket ni Ray Guevara, that was a Preftone defensive stop of the game brought to us by Preftone Brake Fluid for superior braking action and safety. Siguradong nasa mabuti kang kamay. Jai Reyes slides it over to Reyes, Ryan Reyes. Down to Ali Peak. Back out to Jai. Back to Ali Peak. Finding the best position pero hindi pumasok ang turnaround jumper ni Ali. Sabi ni Chris Ross, atin na yung bola. Try to come closer. 5 na lang hinahabol ng Meralco Bolts after being down by as much as 13 points. Chris Ross decides to jack it up from 3. It's wide left. Sean Anthony saves it.
Haven't really seen too many penetrations by Chris Ross in this ball game.
Reyes nabangga. And Chris Ross will get called for his first personal. Offensive foul palang tinawag. The moving screen mula kay Ali Peak.
A good break that time for Meralco. Can cut down through the speed.
Mario West going to the basket. Wala yan. Tried to challenge the defense bago ma-set up. No go on that. Ito si Larry Fonacier telling his teammates to slow it down. Sean Anthony driving on the left side. He fakes. Jai once again from out there. Still no go para kay Jai Reyes. Mario West tumatakbo na naman.
And look at that. Ryan Reyes right away doing the right thing. Trying to stop itong si Mario West. Getting him on the dribble to make him make a decision.
Good hands mula kay Ryan Reyes tapping that out. Ray Guevara. Jumper from outside. Masyadong malakas. Rebound. Nagbakbakan pa dalawang white shirts. Ryan Reyes will get that. Ito na. Tropang Texters. Lead down to 5. They want to expand that. Ito si Jai Reyes. What a matchup. That's a mismatch. Don Aliado guarding Jai Reyes. Ryan Reyes to the basket. Lefty layup. Bagsak. Di pumasok ang tira pero may dalawang free throws na ibibigay kay Ryan Reyes. And Don Aliado was the last line of defense.
You know, prior to that play, nung nasundutan ni Ryan Reyes, itong si West, nagpapasab na siya. But the beauty of Ryan Reyes, again, usually pag magpapasab ka na, tatayo ka na lang sa corner, but he's still running the play, he's still going hard. When he got that basketball, still went up for that shot.
Ibigay todo pa rin basta nasa loob. Ito si Ryan Reyes, he'll be replaced soon by Tony Mitchell, pero ito under a minute remaining, ang bola nasa Meralco Bolts, still trailing in this ball game. They go to West, swing it over to Ray Guevara, got shy on that play. Aliado back to Ross, Ross on the drive. 3 seconds to go, Ray Guevara's hook. Hindi pumasok yan at dalawang white shirts. Hindi nag-usap dun sa play na yun. That happened a while ago but they were able to keep it on that play. Hindi nagkaintindihan, labas yung bola para sa Meralco Bolts.
Anthony and Ryan Reyes not able to communicate who would get that rebound.
Aliado tumanggap. Ito si Mario. Nice crossover, dropping it over to Ray Guevara in the lane. Good interior defense para sa Tropang Texters and they prevent that 3-point shot from Mario West. Fonacier. Last second shot time, only 16 seconds remaining here in the quarter. Tight defense from Chris Ross. Nahihirapan si Jai Reyes. A pass goes straight to Ray Guevara. Guevara the hard dribble to the basket, lays it in!
What a great way of protecting that basketball. Ray Guevara, hot here in the third.
2 seconds to go, Mitchell takes it from 3. Wala yan, Sean Anthony. The follow-up doesn't go. Good run para sa Meralco to end the third quarter, cutting the lead in half. They started out down by 10. Now they're down by just 5. Both started out really strong in this game. 12 points in the first quarter. Medyo nag-slow down in the second, pero in the third quarter, pouring it on again. And of course, Tony Mitchell, alam naman natin, ang hilig umiscore ng import ng Tropang Texters, especially from out there. Tapos yung mga high-net pace pa pareho. Good statistics so far for these two, but only 22 points by Mitchell compared to the 29 of Mario West. Doms, but as we said nga, yung maganda dyan is under control ang laro ni Tony Mitchell, not forcing anything dito sa laro.
Well, he's picked his shots. Picked them very well, and that's why they're still up by 5 points. But in that third quarter, Meralco making some headway. Mario West with 11 points, Ray Guevara with 10. You know, if you look at the statistics, yung rebounding, ang diferensya for Meralco, they were able to control the boards 15 to 10. That means yung talk and text, if they shot 37%, 1 out of 7 from that 3-point area, they did not give them extra opportunities to offensive rebounds.
Ito si Chris Ross na tawagan ng personal ng Tony Mitchell at ayaw niya maniwala na bibigyan ng dalawang free throws. Ito si Tony Mitchell, in his interpretation, he fouled him downstairs. Jai Reyes, nagpahinga na, pasok si Jason Castro here in this fourth and final quarter. 7-point lead for Talk and Text. Rey Guevara, good third quarter para sa kanya. Let's see if he can carry it over here. Mario West. 6 seconds na lang sa shot clock ng Meralco. Rey Guevara goes in. The scoop doesn't go, but he keeps it alive. Mario West open from 3. That awkward-looking shot, Dom. He takes it from down here in front of his belly. Pero pasok na naman.
At dumadaan pa sa harapan ng mukha niya. So for that split second, hindi niya makikita yung ring. But he knocks it down. Mario West now with 32 points.
Sean Anthony gusto sanang bawiin. Wala yan. Tapikan ng bola. The man mounted gets it away. On the way up, wala ng bolang dala. Chris Ross. Thievery from Chris Ross and the layup on the other end para rito kay Mario West. The lead is now just down to 2.
Mario West single-handedly trying to get his team back.
Castro in the lane, loses the ball once again. Sean Anthony picks it up. 10 segundo na lang sa shot clock ng tropang Texters. Make that 5 now. Castro, what's he gonna do? Tufona share the quick release three-pointer. He gets that.
They needed that.
Ang sakit nung para sa Meralco.
Well, if you're talking Text, you needed that 3-point shot of Larry Fonashare. 11 quiet points para kay Fonashare. But Meralco, they have to ride this wave.
Ito si West. Going to the basket, kicks it over to Rey Guevara. 8 seconds on the shot clock of Meralco. Aliado's jumper 17 feet. Doesn't go. Hugnatan wants to pry it away. Pero tropang Texters control that rebound. Protecting a 5-point lead. Ali to Larry. Larry on the run. Wala yan. Aliado will secure the rebound. Ross to the cutting Aliado. He fakes. Nilabas muna kay Mario West. Why not? Go to the guy who's been hot in this fourth quarter. The drive, Mario West. Almost bounces in but decides not to fall, but he'll go to the line para sa dalawang free throws once again.
You like it when your import is taking over and you get good results. Mario West has definitely done that for Meralco.
Let's turn it over to Risa Diaz. Risa.
Charlie, according to Coach Ryan Gregorio, good things happen when they play with so much intensity on defense. Sabi nga niya, ang resulta niya, tignan niyo, nakakatakbo na tayo on offense. Now, he also appreciates the fact that now everybody is trying. You just have to remind everybody that in the fourth quarter, it's no time to hesitate. Now, on the other side, for Talk and Text, Tropang Texters, ang gusto lang ni Coach Norman Black is to maintain and to sustain itong energy na to. They will be changing up the defense, so everybody's got to be ready. And that's the same thing on offense. Move the ball and take your time in finding the open man. Pero lahat nga, dapat handang tumira. Charlie?
Thanks a lot, Risa. Alam mo, similar naman ang sinasabi ng mga coaches, Doms, di ba? Kailangan talaga yung energy level high. And they're preaching it especially on the defensive end of the floor.
Why do coaches always say that? Energy, aggressiveness is because when you have the energy and you're more aggressive, mas mabilis ka. And you're usually first to the basketball, just like Cliff Hodge that time.
Ganda ng putback ni Cliff Hodge off the Mario West miss. Tony Mitchell wants to get it right back. 3 orange shirts surrounding him. A foul is called against Meralco Boats. Cliff Hodge ang matatawagan. Sabi nga nila, may kasabihan sa basketball, walang malas sa depensa, Doms. Kailangan effort talagang ipasok mo dyan. That dictates how easy your offense will be. There's a timeout on the floor, 8:47 remaining in the game. Today sa pinakabagong channel sa Pay TV, ang Hyper. Please check with your local cable operator for availability. Crowd growing as every minute goes by dahil first game pa lang ito. Mamaya, si Coach Raiko Toroman will bring his Barako Bull Energy Colas against the Barangay Ginebra Gym Kings.
It's going to be a tough game for both teams.
Ano mo naman yung smile ni Coach Raiko? Parang nakakaloko eh. May tinitimpla yata para sa bakbakan mamaya.
Barako Bull 2-1 in this conference so far. Barangay Ginebra naman 1-1. Coming off that solid game last Saturday against Meralco.
Pero ito si, lalo mo yung unang laro nito si Dior Lohorn. He had a great first half. I think 18 points in the first half, but lost steam in the second half. So tinan natin kung yung resistensya ni Dior Lohorn mag-improve na. Mario West, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. ang offensive prowess niya. Lamang na Meralco ng isa 73-72 on that drive.
He's really in the zone here in the third and the fourth quarter. Itong si Mario West. One thing lang, one statistic about Mario West. He's got 38 points now, 7 rebounds, but 7 turnovers for Mario West.
And another missed free throw. Gumanda na yung kanyang shooting clip from the line. But now he misses once again. That's his 4th miss from the line. But still, they grab back the lead, Meralco. But they lose it immediately on the Rabah Al-Husseini turn for that basket.
Oh, this is the 5 that Coach Norman Black wants. Ranidel, Rabah, Larry, and Jason.
Yun naman yan, natapigan na nga ng bola, but he stayed with it, kept his composure, went up one more time. Chance for another 3-point play. Being Super Mario.
Well, definitely Mario West is taking everybody. Yun nga, nawala, natapik na. Then the foul, put back. And now he's on the line. The question is, does Mario West have enough gas in his tank to finish off this basketball game?
8 minutes, 8 seconds pa natitira. Dom, sabi nga nila, an eternity of basketball. Especially the hard-fought game like this. And the guy has hardly refed it. Castro to the basket. The reach in mula kay Chris Ross. Panawa ni Chris Ross yung foul na yan. 13th foul on the Meralco Bolts, and Castro is at the line. Well, so far, as he misses the free throw, Doms, we were looking at those 3 guys, De Ocampo, Fonacher, and Castro, who are all in the ball game right now. So far, pretty good performances from guys who are supposed to be tired and banged up, especially the scoring of Castro and Fonacher.
Castro now with 15 points in the ball game. Fonacher with 11. Ranidel just with 4.
Chris Ross. The bounce to Hugnatan. He's been quiet. Ito si Reynal Hugnatan. Napag-usapan natin sa umpisa ng ating broadcast. He's a guy who's been scoring well, rebounding well para rito sa Meralco Bolts. And despite the fact na yung numbers niya hindi masyado maganda ngayon, it's the 4th quarter, it's a close game. Ryan Gregorio has him in there.
Well, you have Ryan Gregorio Reynal Hugnatan there because Coach Ryan trusts him that he can do both offense and defense.
Well, this guy, one of the best high percentage shooters. Can hit the perimeter shot. Can shoot with either hand near the basket. Diba? Nag-finish pa ng fast break niya. Kanan ang ginagamit kahit kaliwete siya.
And one thing, dun sa pagdidepensa, may tawag dyan kung magaling ka dumipensa, especially on the post, mabigat ka dapat dumipensa, hindi ka maurong. And Reynal, not as big as the others, but napakabigat niyan pagdating sa low block.
Pero doon sa lawas, medyo late ang paglabas niya kay Tony Mitchell. Kung kaya naman, tabla na ating laro on that 3-point shot from Tony Mitchell. What a game this is shaping out to be. Both teams enjoying double-figure leads at certain points of this game. Ito, binawi naman ni Cliff Hodge. Pangatlong 3-pointer ni Cliff Hodge in this ballgame.
Something that looks like he's really been working on in the off-season.
15 puntos na para sa kanya. Tapik ni Chris Ross. Tumama rin daw sa kamay ni Ranidel De Ocampo, so the ball will go the other way. The Orange men chance to stretch this lead. Mario West to Hodge. Hand off to Ray Guevara. Different guys stepping up para sa Meralco here in the second half. This guy's one of them. Ray Guevara takes the jumper. It's short. Rebound, the smallest guy, Jason Castro. He'll go. The burst of speed all the way to the rim. Oh!
Almost.
Oh, but that wouldn't have counted because the foul had been called. Castro babalik sa linya. Alam mo, yung kay Jason Castro, kahit i-anticipate mo yung burst of speed, hindi talaga mahabol
Kahit alam mo kung saan siya pupunta mauuna pa rin siya dun.
Yung point A to point B niya, nobody is faster in the PBA.
And with the basketball.
Oo nga. Ayun, may 6 assists pa, di ba? 16 points, nilagyan mo pa ng 6 assists, helping out his teammates as well.
There may be some other guys faster who can run straight without the ball or cut those corners, but with the basketball, Jason Castro.
Isa pa ba? In and out ang 3-point attempt ni Cliff Hodge. They're still up by 2, Meralco. Gustong itabla nito si Jason Castro on the run. Wala yan. Rebound, Cliff Hodge. We're seeing a lot more of the Cliff Hodge we used to see. It's all Philippine Cup rather than first conference. Hustling, fighting for rebounds. Chris Ross on the drive. Cliff Hodge wanted to go to Hugnatan. Nepito right before that pass.
Well, Cliff Hodge just works hard. You know, he works hard. Not really the most orthodox looking plays that he does, especially when he puts the basketball on the floor, pero hindi siya naaagawan. He's able to get to that spot. You know, yes, you can say that there's some shots that he should not take, pero yung 3-point shooting niya in today's ballgame, nakakatatlo na siya. Yun yung kagandahan dito kay Cliff Hodge. Trinatrabaho niya, alam niya yung mga strengths niya, alam niya yung weaknesses niya. He tries to improve on his weaknesses.
Inamin naman talaga na he's really trying to work on his outside shooting para hindi siya masyado nabubugbog sa loob like earlier in his career. Rayo Hugnatan hits that perimeter jumper. Pero ito si Cliff Hodge, di ba, pinagbubunga yung kanyang hard work. Nakikita mo Diba, dahil nga he works on that even during the shoot-around. Bago mag-umpisa mga laro, Reyes goes to Ranidel. Gustong bumawi sa tres. Wala yan. Chris Ross up ahead to Reynal Hugnatan. He will challenge Ranidel. Reynal goes up with his right hand off the glass. Too strong. Not ill-advised. Reynal can actually hit that shot most of the time. Sean Anthony drops it over to Ranidel. Strong move. Right hand layup doesn't go. Who's going to get the ball? Look at the way they're fighting for that leather partner. Ito si West against Mitchell. Foul is called. Basket counts. Meralco Bolts call a timeout. 6-point lead na sila. 4 minutes and 52 na lang natitira dito sa ating laro. Let's watch that play. And a foul is called on Tony Mitchell. Mario West gets the...
On the plays na nire-review ni Coach Ryan Gregorio, ang kailangan lang niya yan, towel, each and every time. Nagpupunas daw siya kasi nga pawisin talaga siya. Charlie?
Talagang high and high. Hindi kailangan ng dagdag energy dahil umaapaw ang energy nito si Mario West. It's very evident, partner. 43 big points from a guy who was averaging one of the lower averages amongst the imports dito sa ating komperensya. At ngayon, pinakakikitaan niya, the guy who's supposed to be the efficient scorer like Tony Mitchell. He's up by 16, 43-27 in that import matchup as far as scoring is concerned. Pero nagmintis na naman ang free throw si Mario West. Perhaps fatigue. Traveling on tropang texters, and you know the turnovers itong talk and text piling up here in the fourth quarter.
Charlie, kung maalala mo yung report kanina ni Riza, what Coach Ryan Gregorio wanted was to up the energy, keep in pace, and try to out-hustle yung kabilang koponan. And that's what they did here in the fourth quarter. Look at their hustle statistics. Yung turnover points sila, yung fast break points sila. That's 6 apiece for there. And they've been really locking down on defense. Plus, moving that basketball, they have 5 assists in the fourth.
3-point attempt ni Chris Ross doesn't go. Agawan sa bola dun sa loose ball. Ryan Reyes nakakuha niyan. Let's see what they're gonna do. The drive, the layup by Tony Mitchell on the good feed mula kay Ryan Reyes.
Good, magandang hugot dito kay Ryan Reyes. Kanina nagpapasab itong si Ryan Reyes, but now he looks like he's okay. Driving to the basket, giving that assist pass to Mitchell.
Ray Guevara's 3 doesn't go. Cliff Hodge by his lonesome fighting against 4 white shirts. Ball will go to the tropang texters.
Charlie, pinag-uusapan natin kanina pa Mario West para makabalik, but let's talk about Cliff Hodge. 15 points, 11 rebounds, providing that toughness down low, especially on the boards. Meralco, a team not really known for their rebounding, but in today's basketball game, labang sila 47-45.
Tony Mitchell takes it from Rainbow Country and slashes that lead down to a single point, 85-84. Kaya naman napatawag ng 30-second timeout si Coach Ryan Gregorio dahil nabura yung malaking lamang nila. It was already up to 5 just a while ago. Look at that feed. Wala nang dribble, diretso na.
Perfectly synchronized play by Reyes and Mitchell. And then that other 3-point shot by Tony Mitchell. Still picking his spots. Not trying to run away from the offense. Off talk and text. Tony Mitchell, 32 points. 6 out of 10 from the 3-point area. At yung huling yun, yung 3 points na yun, meron nang naka-challenge. Pasok pa din para kay Mitchell.
Sabi mo nga, picking his spots. And a good choice to take it that time. Cut the lead down to 1. Ito si Cliff Hodge, napansin mo nga yung magandang laro niya, nabanggit mo a while ago, double-double na rin. Last ball game against Ginebra in that game where LA Tenorio lorded over any defender. Si Cliff Hodge had 16 points and 11 rebounds, so this is back-to-back double-doubles para kay Cliff Hodge. Pero I'm sure, sabihin niya, he'd rather get the victory than the double-doubles. Mario West loses the ball. Ito na, tropang Texas, chance sa makalamang. Castro to the basket. Nice block from Ugnatan, but Mitchell steps back for the three. No go. Who's going to get the ball? Cliff Hodge once again. 3 minutes and 12 na lang. Dom, natitira dito sa atin na Chris Ross. Finds himself trapped at the baseline. Able to pass it over to Ray Guevara.
Clearing it out for Mario West to do his magic.
Yan na naman. The hook in the lane, and he gets it.
Mario West, 45 points. Could be the highest scoring game for an import this conference.
So far, pwede nga. 45, ano? At ito si Mario West. Parang ang dali. Yung mga incursions na into the shaded area. 3-point lead for Meralco. Ranidel inside to Tony Mitchell. Good resistance from the orange shirts. Tony Mitchell barking at the referees. Naghahanap ng tawag.
Well, they're only down by 3. A lot of time left.
West drives. Decides to pull it back out. Chris Ross naman. Magsiset up itong play ng humihingi ng motion. Asking for the pick. They go over to Cliff Hodge. Gets the baseline. Goes up strong to Palpal. Mula kay Ranidel. Sean Anthony nagdadala. Binigay kay Jason Castro. Castro will challenge. Good chase down from behind. Mula kay Cliff Hodge. But a foul earlier. Looks like it's going to be called on Chris Ross. Pangatlong foul ni Chris Ross yan. Nasa linya na naman. Ito si Jason Castro.
Jason Castro in today's ballgame. His first game back. 16 points. 7 assists. What a fantastic ballgame by Castro. Actually, hindi naman fantastic eh. Normal lang eh.
Oo nga eh. Normal na nga. Fantastic in general. Good statistics. Pero when you think about it, that it's Jason Castro and the things that he's been doing.
Richard mentioned it earlier. To be able to beat Talk and Text, you gotta be able to control your penetration with Jason Castro.
Tama yun. 1-point lead, Meralco. Last 2 minutes na tayo. Mario West. Tough defense from Ryan Reyes. Nice spin from Mario West to get away. The scoop shot, it bounces in. What a move from Mario West, eluding the defense of Ryan Reyes.
In the zone for Mario West. Kala mo naagaw na nitong si Ryan Reyes. Bobbled a little bit. Able to recover. Getting that spin move. Ayan, yung depensa ni Ryan Reyes. Relentless already. But Mario West, look at that. That spin move. And then tumulong pa. Itong si Ranidel De Ocampo, but still getting that shot. Mario West, 47 points.
32nd time out on the floor. Great camera work from our production guys. 3
Hindi
different
nakakasawa
angles.
tignan eh, no?
Kasi ganda eh. Gwapong-gwapo yung spin move ni Mario West.
Pero bago nun, yung dribbling ability ni Mario West. 47 points, 8 rebounds, 18 out of 27.
That's good shooting. That's 67%. Almost. 66 point something.
Somewhere there.
Percent from the field. So wala nga masyadong pilit. Actually, both imports have been very, very much under control para sa kanilang mga koponan. Ryan Reyes, nagharap ng papasahan. Ranidel comes out to get it. Tapped by Reynel Hugnatan. White shirts will keep it. Jason Castro mag-i-inbound yan. 1 minute, 37 seconds remaining in this game. The first of a doubleheader. Castro decides to take a 3. Wala yan. Cliff Hodge, another board.
Cliff Hodge just cleaning the boards up for his team. 13 rebounds now for Hodge.
Chris Ross, relax lang. No reason to rush and give it to the main man, Mario West. Balik dito kay Ross. Ross drives it. Hugnatan's jumper mula sa kaliwa. Bitin yan. Rebound Ryan Reyes. What a slugfest this is going on dito sa ating fourth quarter. Castro. The pass to Ranidel. Jumper from 10. Wala yan. It rolls out. Rebound play. It goes to Mitchell. He goes up strong. Wala. Hodge will get it. Bagsak. Hinawakan ito si Jason Castro. Cliff Hodge slamming on the hard court. But he gets up. He's all right.
Jason Castro almost rebounding the head of Cliff Hodge that time.
Tama yun. Mula sa likod. At dahil sa penalty na itong tropang Texters, that's gonna be free throws para kay Cliff Hodge. Let's watch it. Off that layup na masyado malakas. Ayun! Not getting the ball, getting the head. Accidental, of course, mula kay Jason Castro. Let's see how Cliff Hodge does from the line.
Besides Mario West, it's been Cliff Hodge. You know, West has been scoring. Cliff Hodge naman ang rebound, making those hustle plays and knocking down those 2 crucial free throws para sa Meralco.
17 points, 14 rebounds para kay Cliff Hodge. Alam mo, nung bago nga siya rito sa PBA, sanay na tayo na ganyan yung mga numero niya. And, you know, he was playing really well. He was going neck and neck with Calvin Abueva doon sa ating unang komperensya. And the injuries have also affected him. Diba, yung likod niya, he was out for some time. Pero ngayon, nagpapakitang gilas muli si Cliff Hodge. And, you know, people were asking questions. Ano ba nangyari kay Cliff Hodge? Ba't nawala yung fire? But we see that happening last game as well. Well, more so dito sa larong ito.
You're going to be the one to set the screen. Ryan, you're over. So the key is we got to get open right away. Okay, Tony? Make a good pass. We'll set this back screen. We'll look for you in the post. Or Ranadell, you go screen. Larry, come back up. So Ryan, if you don't have him in the post, you look for Larry at the top. Let's try to get a quick score, guys, if we can, huh? Try to get a quick score. Okay, all right.
So dahil nga medyo bitin na sa oras itong tropang Texters, down by 5 with 55.1 remaining, kailangan mabilis ang score dito, sabi ni Coach Norman Black. Here's a power rebound taken by the Meralco Bolts. That's brought to you by Rexona Men with 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. Cliff Hodge has 14 of those in this game.
Coach Norman Black understands that they need this quick opportunity to be able to give them a better chance of getting back this ball game.
Yung sa stat line nito si Cliff Hodge, yung 17 points, 14 rebounds, hindi nakakapagtaka. It's the three-pointers na medyo mapapaisip ko, wow, nakaka-tref na ito si Cliff Hodge. De Ocampo, nowhere to go, goes out to Castro. Castro the drive. Goes out! Ryan Reyes trying to keep it alive, but it goes to Hugnatan. Wow, he was right at the basket partner. Ito si Jason Castro.
Well, malas na lang yun, yung layup ni Jason Castro. And even that rebound of Ryan Reyes, thought that he had it.
33.1 seconds remaining. Hugnatan nasa linya. Susubukan dagdagan itong 5-point lead ng Meralco Bolts. What a stand by the Meralco Bolts, not getting down on themselves after trailing by 10 at the half. Doms.
Well, Mario West led it in the third quarter. He really showed everyone na siya ang pwedeng maasahan dito sa Meralco, lalo na pagdating dun sa puntos. Kung gusto rin siguro makabaway ni Mario West, if you remember that game against Barako Bull, pinuntahan siya 2 beses in the end game, not able to knock that shot down.
Pero 2 miss mula kay Hugnatan. Let's see what the tropang Texas come up with. There is light at the end of this tunnel para sa tropang Texas. Binibigyan pa ng pagkakataon doon sa 2 mintis ni Hugnatan.
The same situation, itong talk and text with just less time. So if they wanted to go for a quick shot early on, now they have to get an even quicker shot.
Ina-assess nga Coach Norman yung mga tauhan niya. See what he draws up.
Okay, Larry, this is you. Ryan, you take the ball out of bounds. Screen down. Screen for Tony. Look corner. Okay? Look corner right here. Let's go, guys. Come on.
Narinig natin doon. Sino gusto nilang puntahan?
Oh, they want to go to Tony Mitchell because he's been knocking down those 3-point shots, and Castro just missed that layup. But you still have Ranidel De Ocampo and Larry Fonacher, who are also deadly shooters from that 3-point area.
Let's see if they can get Tony Mitchell free. Siyempre, ano naman ni Mario West na malamang gusto nilang pumunta kay Tony Mitchell. He goes to the corner. He gets the ball. Turn-around jumper. Masyado malakas. It was online. Rebound play. Who gets it? Cliff Hodge.
Wow. The last 3 or 4 rebounds galing kay Cliff Hodge.
Tsaka hindi yung madadaling pumunta lang sa kanya, tumalbog papunta sa kanya yung bola. Lumalaban talaga siya para doon sa mga rebound. As you see right there, Ranidel was there, Castro, Ryan Reyes, some contact. Finally, the foul was called. So, balik sa linya si Cliff Hodge. 3 straight misses mula sa linyang Meralco Bolts. Hugnatan 2 earlier. Hodge on that one. But still a 5-point lead para sa Meralco Bolts with only 25.9 seconds remaining dito sa ating laro. Make that 6, 92-86. 1 second differential, game clock and shot clock. Tony Mitchell kicks it over to Larry. Larry's 3. Wala yan, rebound Hugnatan. And looks like that's it. Mukhang papayagan na rin lang matapos ang oras. 92-86 ang ating score.
What a good comeback by Meralco here in the second half, third and the fourth quarter. They definitely owned the first, they definitely owned the third, and even here in the fourth, yung energy na pinakita ng Meralco Bolts, turning this